Hey guys, what's up? This is your host with the most, King Gio in the house, and I want to say happy Monday to everybody, or wherever you watch this video. Happy whatever day it is for you guys. Now, today's um today's show is gonna be different. It's gonna be something different that it's gonna be kind of cool to have because we haven't talked about this. I have not heard in the media talk about it. I have not seen anyone on YouTube talk about it. So I wanted to be the first one, or at least one of the first ones, to talk about it. And it's mostly death in our military. As you know, or if you not have learned, or if you haven't heard, there's been a lot of deaths, or there've been few deaths in our military, in our bases, and no one is talking about it. And I think last week there was another death of a military man in one of our army bases, and it astonishes me that they keep it in the hush hush. And I know they have their own tribunal, they have their own court system. The military does, but this is something that this is something that we have to talk about because these you're sending your kids, or your kids are going to boot camp, your kids are going into the military, and you're thinking that they might be safe because they're in the military, right? But it seems that doesn't seem to be the case. And it's just astonishing me that how we have not talked about this at all. I think this is something that we should. I think this is something that we should talk about. Um, I have friends who are in the military. I have a nephew who's in the Navy. My other no, my nephew's my nephew is in the Air Force. My cousin was in the Navy. I met a young lady who is from Black Lives Matter from Mississippi. She's a retired vet. Her husband is still in, and he's serving. And it's disturbing to know that these things are happening in our military, and we're not talking about it, and it's a shame. So if you're military and you want to talk about this, go in my chat now. Let's do this. Second of all, the vaccine came out. What do you guys think about the vaccine? Tell me. Are you gonna get it? Are you gonna get inoculated? Are you gonna be the first ones? I mean, they're doing it by health, by stages. Healthcare workers, frontline workers, and stuff like that. But when it comes to go out to the general public, will you get it? Are you up to the idea that if your company, your boss says that you have to get the coronavirus vaccine in order to keep your job, will you get it? I mean, they're calling this the Trump vaccine, the Trump COVID vaccine, because it was so quickly. And it wasn't it's not the Trump vaccine because Pfizer is not even from the United States. Um, but when you get funded that quickly, I mean, it's kind of it shocks me. It amazes me how it comes so quickly. This virus. I mean, how the vaccine of the virus came out so quickly, less than a year. I think to me that to me this is just me thinking, how science is great, but also to me they had this all along coming on. They just they just needed that push, and that push was do a pandemic. Because if you look at Wuhan now, you look at China now, they barely got maybe 20 to 30 cases a day, probably, if that. If that, let's go look. Let's go look at at China cases, China's COVID cases, right? So as my computer is speeding up, ooh, my headache. Look at here. As they started with February 13th, they had 5,090. right? And today, December the 14th, today, December 14th, or it's the 14th over there, 17 COVID cases. 17, 12 on the 9th, 15 on 13 on the 11th. It went to a little spike in July. They had 105, 37. I mean, it just tells you how they're doing it. Though they were the one that created this, but just to let you know. And I can give you more of examples of other countries like Vietnam, South Korea, places in Europe where the virus has gone down, where the virus in other countries they've done complete lockdown. But you know what happens when they do these complete lockdowns? They do these complete lockdowns, and then these people go back out there and they go out and they go to clubs and they go out this and they do that, and someone gets it. I think there should be a complete lockdown and let those people who want to get vaccinated, and then see what happens from there. We got to see. So it all depends. And still, no stimulus. We still have yet to gain a stimulus. Isn't that crazy? No stimulus. What do you think about that? That we still haven't gotten a stimulus. We still haven't gotten a stimulus, guys. That's a shame. Now, if I was to show you what other countries give if I was to show you what other countries give to their citizens, you'd be amazed. You will be amazed. So, like I was talking about before, death in the military. You saw. I think it was in Kansas. Let me see. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna show you something real quick so you guys can know of what it is. So where there is no confusion here. Military death. Okay. We're gonna go here now. If you look at it, you'll be shocked. Last week they found another dead man, dead in the military. I think it was in Kansas. I'm not sure. Fort Benning has one. That young girl that passed away like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. That one was very covered up. And I get the young lady. This young lady who was in the military, she sent me this so you guys can see this real quick. She said this is as she said to watch the movie The Invisible War. This movie right here, The Invisible War. She said that movie right there is everything you need to know about the military, what's going on with the military death. Reopen her case. You got the case of LaVonna Johnson. You got her case. So there's a lot. There's a lot that we don't see out there because it's not based on local media. But these are things that are happening to your kids in the military and those who are going to the military, or those people who are thinking of going to the military. The things that you should know, because this is sad. And the military has their own court, and they work totally different from civil. Totally different from civil. So today, Biden got certified. I wonder how that's gonna. Now people are talking about, oh, something's gonna, on the third of June, January 6th, something's gonna happen. Why don't these people just stop, and just take it for what it is? You lost, man. You lost. So did you guys see the promotion that I did for Mouthwash when I was in Eden, North Carolina? I'm gonna start doing that with a lot of companies. I'm gonna call companies up, and I want to see them if I can. I want to expand my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna see if I can give them promotions as to, when they open up a new store, or when they open up a new restaurant, or when they open up something new, so I can give them promotion. Of course, I don't ask anything in return, but it's good, as long as I get viewers and I get subscribers, so I'm good with that. Yesterday he gave me a free wash, and it was a good wash. Mouthwash did. I think from the washing machine, from the washes that I got in New York, compared to Mouthwash, whatever it is that they put in their system, it came out real shiny. I give them credit for that. I met the owner on Saturday at my job, and we were talking on a Sunday. I said, "Listen, do you mind if I do a small YouTube video on your car wash?" And I go for it, and that's what I did. So it's good. It's good. It has good service. Go look at it. Go look at my YouTube. Go look at the promotion that they have, so you can see how they operate. It's a good system. It's a place to wash your cars. When you're going to go to vacuum your car, it's free, so you don't have to go no more to these gas stations. Well, that's if you're near a Mouthwash. If you're near a Mouthwash, you just go to Mouthwash, and the vacuum their vacuums are free. Instead of going to a gas station, if you're not near a Mouthwash, and you have to pay for the for the vacuum and stuff like that. So it's good. It's really good. I have a car wash by my house, but I wash my cars in my house anyway. So yeah, guys. So what do you guys think about the Mayweather and Logan fight? I think that's going to be a stupid fight. I think so. Logan fight Mayweather. Anyway, I don't even like Mayweather. It really doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to watch him. Well, I might watch him. So yeah. Come on, guys. So don't forget that you can support King Geo. You can support me. I do super chat, so you can leave $1, $2 on a super chat. You can do Cash App to support my channel. With this channel, hopefully, it's going to blow up for 2021. We had high hopes for 2020, which we did, because remember my slogan for 2020 was just do it. Don't just do it. Don't think it. Don't say it. Just do it. And that's the one thing that I wanted to move forward to 2021. Though 2020 has been a hard year for all of us, and a lot of people have passed away in 2020 because of COVID and COVID related. We can't stay back, and we can't just stay stagnant. We got to move forward, and that's very important to move forward. And let's just keep on moving forward. But we have to move forward. We can't stay, like I said, we can't stay stagnant. We just got to do what we got to do, man. So, like I said, no stimulus, nothing so far in the stimulus check, nothing has come out. I think these people are going to drag this on. Next week is Christmas. Things are going to get dragged on to New Year's. I don't see no stimulus in sight. Donald Trump yesterday said, he wants more money to be given to the people, but it's all talk, and nothing's getting done. Nothing's getting done, and it's a shame. It's a shame, because this is your money, and these are the people who you voted for. This is why it's very imperative. It's very imperative that Georgians, the people in Georgia, vote Democrat this upcoming January the 5th. You go out there and you vote for these two Democrats, Ossoff, and I forgot the Reverend's name, but vote for both of them, because if you have a Republican Senate, it's going to happen the same thing over and over and over and over again. When stuff like this happen, we're not going to get the country is stuck. The country is in a position where people have to go to food banks to get food when they weren't doing that before. When you have to Now, when you have to close down places because the government is not funding you, you know, you're gonna. Should I got to a 2 year school for HVAC? Ayo, you're asking me should I go for? Yes, I would. Yes, you should go for 2 year HVAC. HVAC is somewhere that you can make money. You can work for somebody or you can work on your own, but HVAC you can make money. I have a friend of mine who's in New York who owns an HVAC company in Manhattan, and I've known him for 30 years, and he's a millionaire only on HVAC. That's what he does. So yes, something that's a trade. It's a trade that no one can take away from you. So if you're working for a company and that company goes belly up, or they don't want to continue paying you for whatever reason may be, you can always go solo. You can do side jobs as long as you have your license. Some people, when you get your home warranty, when you buy a house, some people get a home warranty. So if the HVAC system goes away, they have to send out for an HVAC technician, and the HVAC technician charges $80 just to see what's wrong with that HVAC system. And if it's something bad, and then the home warranty, according to what the technician says, either replace it or they'll say no, we don't cover this or we don't do that. But HVAC is good. It's good to do. I would definitely go for an HVAC. Yes. Like I said, that can be a side hustle. People can call you up, hey, I need this cleaning up, or you watch this, the system, HVAC system, whether you're in a cold state or a hot state, you're gonna need an HVAC system, which is a good thing to have. So yes, go to your 2 years. 2 years is nothing, man. 2 years go by quick. I'm all for trade school. I believe more in trade school than I do believe in people going to universities and going to colleges, because colleges, to be honest with you, you can get your PhD, that doesn't guarantee your PhD or your bachelor's, well, actually your bachelor's, and it's not going to guarantee you a good job. Yeah, there are some schools like mechanic schools, stuff like that, but with HVAC too, depending on where you're at, where they find you a job while they're training you, they find you a job. But if you're going to do it after you finish school, you can hit the road running and start applying. I would start applying, work for a company, hopefully like for a year, maybe 2 years. I mean, you could even, depending on how old you are, you can give it 3 years. Get the nicks, get your feet wet, and because there's a lot of things that they teach you in HVAC school, and there's a lot of things that you can learn in the outside from other technicians that they can tell you, what they teach you this in school, but I'm gonna teach you. You can do this way, or you can do this that way. It's not cutting corners, but it's an easier way for you to get to point A to point B much quicker without even behind the same safety, but you get to it quicker. So those are the things that you do want to learn. So in case if you ever want to decide to go solo, or you want to do a side job, you know how to do certain things. So it's always good to work with someone, with a company, a reputable company, and that they're good at what they do, and then you start from there. And once you start doing that, and you start getting experience, then you can go solo. The system here in my house, when I bought this house, I saw the owner's receipt. The system right here costs maybe 4 G's, but to repair everything, to put in the HVAC, to put in the vents, we had vent already, but to move the vents from one place, it came out to like close to $8,500. That's a lot. But that was through Lowe's. Could you imagine if it was just you or your company? The person buys the material and you place it on for them. That's great. Yeah, you can do that. You can also do your HVAC school, and as you're learning, see if someone around your area has an HVAC business, and tell them, listen, I've applied for the school, or I'm going to the school. I'm in my third month, or whatever the case may be. Do you think I can? You can even say, can I volunteer to work with you guys so I can see what's going on? If you want to work as a volunteer, you can do that. Most places will try to tell you, yeah, because it's volunteering. So that's a good thing to do. Any trade school is good. Any trade school is good. Like I was saying before, so going to college doesn't guarantee you, just because you have a bachelor's degree does not guarantee you. You don't like IT? IT gives good money, bro. What's going on with IT? You don't, are they not paying you good? Hold on, guys. I'm putting some, I'll be right back. You can always go to another IT place, or you can go on your own. But IT makes good money, man. It really does. It's always the same thing. Office politics. Office politics. Like I said before, it's not a college degree is not going to guarantee you anything, but a trade school, any trade can make you money. I prefer a trade school over college because trade school you could like HVAC or IT. Anyone brings a computer, you can fix it. You make money on that. Um, I saw a guy one time in Puerto Rico. He charged me $150 just to fix my screen, and he said, "Yo, G, this costs less than this, but you know why I charge you $150? Is because of my time. It's because of the time that I put into it, studying this." And I said, I respect that. I don't mind. I respect that. A lot of people out there be like, oh, that's too much money. But yeah, that person that did that is, be like someone helps logging in. So yeah, so like I said, I would definitely do HVAC. If IT is not working out, but see now you got two things you go for HVAC, you got IT with you, and IT and I mean computers the way to go, and you got HVAC. So you got two trades that you could do. So let's talk about people. Let's talk about it. Okay, my email address. Okay. My last four is Goose. So office politics ain't that but a bitch. So there's a lot going on, man. This is the last of Christmases. I mean, Christmas is right around the corner. This sure hasn't this Christmas sure is not going to be the same. Because of COVID. So that's going to be kind of hard. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be. That doesn't mean it's going to be over. That means you could, things are going to be different. Different, at least different for now. Something's not right. It says here. Let me see something. 286 968. All right, so we're going to do this one. You're doing something here, guys. Hold on. All right, guys. What's up? It was previously used. That was 20. So you've been there for 9 years. That's good, man. That is good. I have a new inquiry. Okay. All right, guys.